Today on Laser Update, we meet OCC's resident cool guy and art professor, Skip Frost.
And later, two students from different residential buildings compare and contrast campus living. Stay tuned for more.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's Laser Update. I'm Lou Kaminsky.
And I'm Tom Moser. Boy, we have a lot of shows these past few weeks. Are you ready for the end of the semester?
I'm ready for the break, but I'm going to be pretty sad to leave OCC, actually. How about you?
I'm doing pretty all right. It's just going with the flow, honestly.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into our show. When it comes to on-campus housing, OCC has many choices for student living, from the many halls on campus to the faraway lands of Shapiro. Our reporter Luke Baker gets an inside look so students can see how these buildings work.
Living at Onondaga Community College has a variety of options. Follow these two students, Aiden and Brandon, as they take you through their OCC living experience.
My experience here, the best way to put it is that you get to meet new people, but at the same time, there's not much that really goes on here. The plus side to the kitchen, we get our own stove or fridge, dishwasher, everything. The only downside is that maintenance hasn't come because we have a bathroom problem. The lights aren't working, the lights are flickering. We have to take showers in complete darkness. But other than that, it's been great.
I've been living here for about 6 to 7-ish weeks at Shapiro Hall, one of our off-campus residential halls. The common room is barely used. It barely has given me anything to work with when it comes to kitchen supplies and utensils. Our washer and dryer room on our first floor barely works. We have to cough up about $10 just for one load. And while the facilities themselves aren't that great, the people here are wonderful. I met a lot of them on my first day, and they've been nothing but kind and caring to me, looking out for me as a first year. And hey, there's the added benefit that I live right next to the bathroom.
To learn more about res life and our living spaces, visit sunyocc.edu for more information.
Living on campus is a big choice for those interested in OCC's housing. The last thing anyone wants when trying to study for that big test coming up is the toilet randomly overflowing at 2 in the morning.
We continue today's show with an event here at OCC known as Ask a Veteran a Question, where veterans visit campus to share their experiences, answer questions, and more. I attended the event to give you more on the story. OCC cares about the veterans here on campus. This semester, outside the Veterans Affairs offices, they hosted an event for students to ask questions. I caught up with Army veteran and Human Resources student Ray Portorando to talk about this event.
Ask a veteran a question about service, about being in the military, maybe joining the military, etc. The goal is to help understand about military service or your educational benefits or any other service that you might be guaranteed through the military. What type of questions you just typically ask? Anything from educational services to getting help at the VA to what our time in the service was like, how we were treated, how we liked it, what we didn't like.
If you yourself or anyone you know is a veteran willing to transfer to OCC, visit the website at sunyocc.edu/veterans or stop by their offices on the second floor of Coulter for more information. Events like these help keep our communities connected. If you have more questions, the Veterans Affairs office can be located in room 217 in Coulter Library.
We've got some more stories later down the line, including interviews with professors and OCC sporting events. But first, graduation is almost here. If you haven't already received an email covering this event, information can be found on the OCC website. Start by visiting sunyocc.edu, then search for Graduation Central. Here you can find all you need to know, including purchasing a cap and gown and what dates graduation will be held.
Everyone's really like-minded. Everyone enjoys working with each other. We all basically combined our minds and help each other in fixing the issues with these cars and figuring out the labs. And you go in the lab, you fix cars, you figure out electronic circuits, you figure out brake issues or suspension issues, fixing cars, learning how to diagnose issues, learning how things work, like how brakes work and how engines work and how suspension works. You learn every single field, electronics, you learn all the fields that have to do with mechanics.
What will your OCC story be? The facilities at OCC are very good. The SRC especially, we have 2 gyms, one just for athletes. OCC helped in many ways, from my adaptation to here to the US. OCC helped me dealing with the stress of sports in school with the tutors and laser Sussex. The tutoring, it's free, so I really don't have to worry about anything else. People that work here are here to help you.
I decided to go to OCC because it was significantly less expensive than other schools and it had a sense of familiarity. My favorite part is the sense of community we have here. I feel like a lot of bigger schools, it's hard to socialize and make friends. It's a pretty diverse campus and a lot of people are pretty understanding, so you never feel like an outcast, which for a lot of schools isn't the case, especially with bigger schools, and that's what I really love about OCC.
Looking for something to do this weekend? OCC has many musical events to look forward to. Come visit Academic 2 this Sunday at 3 p.m. to enjoy the Spring Pops concert.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that little commercial break.
I know I did. Now that we're back, let's cover some more stories. We've had a lot of sporting events here on campus now that the sun is shining on cold, cold Syracuse. The lacrosse season may be coming to an end, but the Onondaga Lasers are hoping for a strong postseason after going 10-0. Jack Hobson has more.
Onondaga Community College men's lacrosse matched up against Tompkins Cortlands Community College as the Lasers celebrated their sophomores in their final regular season home game.
Lacrosse games like this bring people together, multiple different sports, you can bring your friends, and it's just a fun place to hang out, really.
Lacrosse is a unique sport that requires a serious amount of concentration and also requires its players to be physical and fit as it combines components of sports like hockey and soccer.
What I like best about lacrosse here is probably the big culture, like the huge culture and like family aspect of it. You know, we say in all of our cheers, we say family after every practice, and you know, all of our coaches interact with each other. We're good friends with the men coaches are good friends with our players, and it's just like one big family that we all get along really well with.
The history behind the sport of lacrosse is especially emphasised here in Onondaga due to the cultural background and the community feel of the college itself. It's good to see friends and family coming out to support the team, bringing the school together.
This semester is soon coming to a close, but there's still time to witness some sweet plays by our athletes. Check for an email from Sean Eady every month. He sends an email covering every event throughout the month, including sports games.
Up next, we talk to the coolest art professor on campus, whose love for art has carried his career and love of teaching.
OCC's art department is extensive. Here to fill us in is Professor Skip Frost.
My name is Skip Frost, and I'm an adjunct art professor here at OCC, and I've been teaching here for 12 years. Here at Whitney Building, we have 2 rooms that are dedicated just to drawing and painting classes, and so it's not shared with other subjects, which makes it very nice because we have easels, we have drafting tables, and we also have showcases. We have bulletin boards that showcase the artists, the student work. We also have lockers that students can sign up for, that they can put their supplies in so they're not lugging their supply every day. And here at OCC, I enjoy all my classes, but I especially enjoy teaching drawing classes, especially beginning drawing classes. I think once a year there's a teacher that comes in and teaches animation classes, and that's unusual because for a 2-year community college, you don't usually find animation present, and we have it here. Right now I have a drawing that's a demonstration drawing that I was showing to my Drawing 2 students this afternoon, and we had a live model, so I was able to have the model for the 3-hour class. And so this is just a demo that I was doing in stages during the course of the 3-hour class. So that process was just getting a sense of light and shadow once they had the proportions worked out on size of the features, the head, the hands, the body, the feet. And that's sort of a progression that the students actually responded very well to.
For more information, visit sunyocc.edu to learn more about this program.
Nobody does classes better like OCC does, whether it's engineering, communications, or even art. Every program is filled with good professors and equipment to get the job done. That sounds means it's time to go to commercial.
But Lou, where do we go when we run the clips?
Well, I guess you'll have to find out after this break. But first,
Well, the Fallout show dropped on April 10th. For those still stuck in a vault, this Amazon Prime's newest highly produced project. Since the show dropped, positive reviews have held high and has been renewed for season 2. Pop a Nuka-Cola and stream Fallout on Amazon Prime after today's laser update.
The thing that caught my attention first about OCC is when you are on campus, you forget that you're at a community college and you think that you're at a four-year institution. What I love about OCC the most is the diverse student population. Every semester it's different. The student experience and what they are bringing to campus is really what makes this experience unique. It really has broadened my scope in ways I can better help and serve students. I think that has really made me grow as a professional.
OCC has helped me not only financially, but also socially.
Well, it's very nice to have a school like this that has a dormitory, and I wanted to put myself into a position where I can kind of surround myself with learning.
OCC has helped me getting started in college life, technically, also in my adult life. So I'm particularly making a big step for myself, and I'm starting to make choices for my own.
I've been able to make a lot of new friends since I came here.
I found that by going to OCC, it allowed me to enter in programs that would allow me to focus on my personal life and my work. I think most professors here do want to see you succeed. All faculty here is definitely more than happy to help, with any scheduling or future planning or, in regards to grades or anything like that. I find most professors are more than willing. I could realistically recommend anyone to attend.
looking for new things to play? Another Crab's Treasure release on April 25th for all platforms. You play as a hermit crab navigating the vast ocean for your prized shell, utilizing many mechanics taken straight from the Dark Souls franchise. Another Crab's Treasure has been receiving a shrimp ton of positivity.
If Another Crab's Treasure was the appetizer, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC will be the main course. Another game using Dark Souls mechanics. This extension to the game sends you into a dream of Lost Prince, said, to heal the new world. This new content can be pre-ordered now and will drop on June 21st.
Welcome back, everyone. See, Tom, I told you we'd be back.
Yeah, perfect timing. We have just enough time for one last feature.
Legend says our reporter and regional market employee, Luke Baker, is still stuck serving produce at the A Shed. I've seen him there myself, but that didn't stop him from getting us this story.
From the abandoned glory of the Salt Springs to the shadowed sands of Onondaga Lake Beach, when it comes to getting to know Syracuse's hotspots, there's always been hidden history. Nestled between two titans of Syracuse culture sits a barren parking lot with a couple of buildings. Standing in the middle of this lot allows you to see Destiny USA's Grand Peaks from just above the overpass. And directly behind you sits the gargantuan NBT Stadium. This lot may be empty for now, but on weekends and Thursdays, this place turns into a thriving spot for the community, with hundreds of vendors to choose from. Originally called string bean markets, for over 82 years, the Syracuse Regional Market has been serving the community and providing local vendors opportunities to connect with others and to sell their goods. Everyone can find something at the market, with some people selling stuff from the back of their cars and some people unloading full trucks of produce for the masses. Established in 1938, the Central New York Regional Market has stood the test of time and continues to serve the residents of Syracuse. The whole market was born from the Roosevelt administration in order to get America back up and running following the stock market crash in the 1990s. Major renovations were done to the buildings to make them last. The first move in advancing the market started with the construction of a truck court to allow vendors to move their goods back and forth with ease, followed by efforts to make Building A last year-round with heating and garage doors so that folks can comfortably shop in the hot summers or the cold, cold New York winters. The inside of the newest shed represents progress for the market. Many of the sheds are half indoor or fully outdoor with a roof. But this new space is fully renovated, which allows for up to 75 new spots for vendors, farmers, and wholesalers. There's even 2 bathrooms, which people don't understand how big of a deal that is until you're alone struggling to buy some cactus pears, and the only bathroom is across the lot, where the worst of the worst drivers in New York State all seem to gather. If you're not looking to get fresh produce or things like homegrown wine, there's definitely a guy that sells swords somewhere if that's more your style. While the market may not be the most attractive Syracuse spectacle, the resilient New Yorkers always make the trip, rain or shine. And yet for over 80 years, the market still remains in the same place year-round. Plans to fund the market are still in place, with a new $90 million plan proposed just recently in the spring of this year. Now you know the wonderful history of the Central New York market.
I got a quick did you know? These shows are entirely student produced. If you like what you've seen, please check out our BMC program at sunyocc.edu. Well, that about brings today's laser update to a close.
We learned a lot today. Thanks for tuning in.
Don't forget, you can catch everyone's laser update by visiting our YouTube channel.
The last few episodes are trickling in, so be sure to stay tuned Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m.
I'm Luke Minsky.
And I'm Tom Moser.
Have a great night.